Hello and welcome to another video on this channel. My name is Joshua and I'm welcoming you once again to this amazing channel where I talk about all sorts of things that we're trying to figure out together. So yeah, welcome once again. My name is Joshua and today I want to talk about something very critical to the journey we're trying to go through together here. So I'm going to be talking about some of the things that kept me from starting this YouTube channel or even sharing content online for so long. Yeah, some of the things that held me back. So I'll be touching on some of them and then I will go ahead to talk about my approach to overcoming them, So at least you're seeing me here, I'm here now, so it means I'm doing something, like I'm on the process to overcoming those challenges. So I hope you are able to learn one or two things from this, because this is a real life scenario. This is my life. This is a real life journey. And this is me overcoming certain obstacles in my life. And I hope that you're able to learn one or two things. And I hope you get value from this. So the first thing I'll be touching on is fear. Yes, fear. Fear of the unknown. This particular factor is so huge that it has many sides to it. Fear of making mistakes, fear of saying something wrong. And when I say wrong now, there are different kinds of wrong, maybe contextually, maybe vocabulary wise. Yeah, like in many ways, the fear of saying the wrong things at the wrong, or even saying the right thing at the wrong time, the fear of messing up, like the fear of looking like the fear of making mistakes. Let me just summarize it that way. I'm deliberately going into specific fears so that I can find touch points that resonate with you as well. So the fear of making mistakes, saying the wrong things, because I myself consume a lot of YouTube videos, and there are certain kinds of videos that I do not necessarily like, or there are certain things certain people do that I feel, this, that. But I find that it's very easy and convenient to make comments and to judge other people's works and expression when you're just there sitting down and crossing your leg and just consuming. Try to create and you see how easy it is. So the fear of being on the spot and being judged, like the fear of like having what I do, like my video, my content, being examined by other people and like maybe marking some things wrong, that fear held me back for so long. And to be honest, I'm still trying to overcome it. Yeah, that overall fear has been one major factor that has held me back. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, fear of certain people's comments or perception of what I will put out. You understand what I mean? I'm not going to touch more on that, but fear generally has held me back. And I find I'm not the only one in this boat. There are lots of people, and there are lots of people that have certain things they aspire to do, that they desire, that they would love to do or love to achieve, but certain fears are holding them back. Like they are concerned, what will this person say if they see me doing this? They are concerned, what if I do this and I don't do it well? Especially maybe I've been known to be good for certain things, like maybe you're a pro at something, or there are certain people that look up to you and you feel like, oh, what if I now come and I'm a beginner here and I mess up? Would it derail me? In quotes. So there's the fear of that. There's the fear of like just messing up, or just, yeah, there's another insecurity. I just remember now. The fear of having your mess or your vulnerability in public eye or in public viewing. It's a real one, really, and I believe I'm not alone in this boat. And that, to be honest, has been one of the major obstacles or one of the major challenges I've had in being expressive publicly. So I'm actually quite expressive in my house with my partner, among close friends, but not necessarily being in public for a very long time. So fear has been a major one. Now I'll move to the next one, which is I target focus. And when I say focus, So sometime last year, I actually sat down and decided that this year, 2023, I'm going to start making content and sharing content, especially on YouTube. In fact, I recorded a few videos. However, none of those videos have made it to the public. Why is this? So when I wanted to start a YouTube channel, I tried to make a list of things that I'm interested in, that I believe that when I talk about, I can offer value to people. I'm like, some of the things are like tech. I'm a tech guy, I'm into tech, so I'm passionate about technology, and I have a lot to share on technology, like encouraging people to come into tech, talking about the latest trends in tech, gadgets, all sorts of things. I'm passionate about that. There's also business and finance. The truth is, tech is a means to an end. I want to be a billionaire, and I'm going to be, and I'm actually walking the path to it. So there are business lessons I've learned over the years that I'm still learning, that I believe I can share on and be of value to other people. So there's business and finance. Also, there's traveling. I love to travel, but traveling is a hobby for me, and it is something I really look forward to do for the rest of my life. I really want to travel to every country in the world. And in addition to traveling the world, I really also want to show the world to people. Like, as I go through these experiences, I want to capture these memories, to relive them myself, and also to share it with the world. There are people who don't have the privilege I have at specific times, that these videos would help them experience. Like, there are places I've never been to, but I know a lot about those places because certain people went there, captured the experience, and shared them with me via YouTube. And I really want to do that as well. So travel is also one for me. And these are the top 3 out of many things or areas that I'm passionate about and that I can actually offer value to people. There are other areas that I won't touch on, and there are certain niches or areas that I'm not interested in. One niche to focus the channel on was a major challenge. So I thought, should I have separate channels for each of these areas, or do I have a single channel that focuses on all 3? But how do I do that? Like, some of the best channels I know are focused on a specific thing. So I struggled with this a lot, and it was one of the major reasons I didn't even, like, I got frustrated and I couldn't just create, and I just had to go on with life. And life was happening anyway, so I had to get busy with life. The third one I'm going to be sharing in this video is actually concerns around technicalities and consistency. So here's the thing. I mentioned in my previous video, well, if you've not seen the video, please check my channel and watch the video. So I mentioned in the last video that my standards for how videos should look, based on what I've seen and experienced over the years, the standard is quite high. So I expect that when you have a YouTube video, you'd have captions, you'd have comments, like when you say something and you want to pop, so many bells and whistles. However, the thought of how to implement all these things hindered me, in the sense that I mentioned that I recorded some videos in January 2023 and even in February. But the having to sit down, edit those videos, add all these bells and whistles, which I didn't know how to implement yet, confused me. So I'm sure all these things I will get to learn them with time, but the thought of everything, oh, I want my first video to be great, I want this, that was a major issue. And the second part of this third point is the concerns around consistency. So I'm thinking, if I would have to do this editing and to take me this amount of time to edit one video, am I going to have the time to shoot more videos and spend this much time editing videos? What tool do I use? Do I use DaVinci Resolve? Do I use CapCut? Do I use Final Cut Pro? Like, what do I even use? Like, I got clouded by all these options, all these tools, gadgets, things to do. And to be honest, it also hindered me. So now that I've mentioned these 3 points, in my last video, I mentioned that all these are excuses. However genuine they are, however valid they are, however much they've affected me in coming out, they are still excuses. And I say this because now I think I've found a way out of all of this. I think I've found a way to overcome these 3 challenges and the other ones I haven't even mentioned. I think I found a way, and it is quite simple. This way kind of encompasses all the 3 points I mentioned and more. However, there are different touch points. But what is this solution I found? What is this magic that is helping me break forth? It's simple. I call it showing up. I talked about this in my previous video, and it is one of the reasons why my first couple of videos are going to be tagged showing up, because that is what I found to be effective in breaking out of some of these shackles. You may be experiencing this in your personal life as well, or in something you're trying to achieve, or with something you're trying to achieve. You're feeling stressed, burnt out, concerned about this, concerned about that. Oh, wait. What if you just show up? Show up the way you are. Show up with what you have, with what you know, with your flaws as they are. Just show up, which is what I'm doing here. So, to the first challenge of fear, the fear of mistakes, the fear of the unknown, the fear of perception and comments, I'm blocking all of that out. I'm just showing up. I'm going to make some mistakes. My flaws are going to be obvious. And things won't look as perfect or be as perfect as they should be. But heck, who cares? So I'm focused on the future, the end goal. And it is more important to me than whatever obtains now. That is more crystal clear to me right now than whatever I might obtain now. So, damn the mistakes, damn the perceptions, damn the flaws, damn the fear even. Being courageous is not doing things without fear. It is actually doing things despite the fears. So I'm still concerned about all the things I mentioned. The fear still exists, but I'm doing what I'm doing despite the fear. And I believe that's the definition of courage. And I'm challenging you and encouraging you and also showing you by example that thing you've been meaning to do or that you know you should do, you can actually do it despite the fears. Just take the first step, take the next one after that, and with time, things will get better. That perfect picture, that perfect image you have in your head, you will realize it at some point. Just get started. So, my response to fear is doing it afraid, showing up. Now to the second point of focus, like a specific niche for the channel. You know what? For now, I don't know. The channel is called Josh the Xplorer. I'm coming to you and showing you how I'm exploring life, experiences, knowledge, and wisdom, and everything in between. So, why do I need to be held into a box? Why do I think I have to put everything into a box? I understand how the algorithm works. I understand how the platform works, that things work better when you are focused on a niche and you are focused on a target audience. I understand all of that. And to be honest, we might have to split the channel into different channels in the future. But for now, please, let me just start. While I figure out what niche I'm going to focus on, or how I'm going to even go about the several expressions that I have to give, let me just start. And through that journey, take people along, and hopefully people find value in that. What do you think? What do you say to that? In fact, drop a comment below on what you think about some of these things I've been saying, and even what I just said now. Yeah, I have several things I could share on and I believe will be of value to people. However, how do I go about it? I'm confused. This has held me back for a while. So, I'll start and I'll figure it out while you watch, while we do this together. So it means for the next couple of months or weeks or whatever, I'm going to be creating content from these different expressions. I'll create tech content, I'll create business or finance content, I'm going to create maybe travel content, and we'll see what works as well. We'll figure out how to get these several expressions out and be of value to people, because that's the goal at the end of the day. Be of value to people, grow in the process, and make the world a better place. So if we can do that, why not? So that's my answer and my response to the second challenge. So now to the third challenge. Concerns around consistency and technicalities, like am I sure I'm going to be able to keep up time with editing, bells and whistles and all of that. It's simple, and I already mentioned it before. It's showing up. Literally, I am just showing up as I am for now. Trying to create a system of success around myself such that I'm able to deliver one video per week. This is to force and train myself to make sure I create consistently and that I deliver consistently. However, to deliver one video a week is not an easy task. Therefore, I am not tasking myself with producing the best videos for now. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to produce the best video I have the ability to produce part-time. However, I'm not going to hold myself down by it has to have this, it has to have that. The priority for me right now is to get out the best quality video and the best value offering video I can once a week. So that's my response to my concerns around consistency and technicality. It's simple. I'm showing up with as much technical ability I have and with as much consistency as I can achieve, which is one video a week. And I trust that as I go through this process, everything gets to work together, everything becomes smoother, I'm able to be more consistent, the quality of the video gets enhanced. The truth is, I've learned that you just need to start, show up, and stay consistent. But there are a number of YouTube creators that I know right now that are doing great stuff that I love and appreciate, that I literally knew when they started, and their videos weren't great. However, they've grown over time. So Josh, you've been sitting down for too long and consuming way more than you should be creating. Therefore, thanks once again for coming on this journey with me, figuring this stuff out. Like, these videos are not perfect. The purpose of this video is just to show you a man's journey figuring out life, figuring out his creative expression, figuring out a particular way out of many to be of value to the world. I just want to offer value from the little I know and from the little experiences I have here and there. I want to offer value. I don't know how else to say it, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be this obvious. I don't know it all. I don't have it all. Dang, what do I even have or know? But I believe the little I know can do so much for somebody. And I don't even know perfectly how to express this little I know. But I don't want to keep sitting down and imagining a perfect world. That is why I'm showing up now and trying to figure it out. And I appreciate you for not minding the rough edges and for going on this journey with me. Now to you, there may be something you're trying to achieve. Something you know deep down is something you have to do and that you will probably get to eventually. I'm using myself as an example for you. You can do it. Let's do it together. Start. Commit to it. Make it simple. Don't complicate it. Don't try to do all the difficult stuff yet or the technical stuff yet. Start where you are. Let's go on this journey together. Let's make 2024 that year we finally committed to the things we knew we had to do and we got to figure them out. Can we do that? I know you can. So thank you once again for watching this video. If you found it valuable in any way, even if it was just 1 second or one thing I said that was valuable to you, please like, comment below. I would like to get your feedback. I'm just starting. I need some encouragement as well. And you can also share it to somebody. I'm still quite shy coming out and having people watch. Like, I feel like, I'm quite shy, but that's useless. I'm sorry, it's useless. So please like, comment below, and share this video if you find it valuable. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Finally, I'm saying it. Please subscribe to the channel if you think what I'm saying resonates with you and you think I'll be of value to you. So thank you once again for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay blessed.